using learning styles too. The learning styles model that best seems to fit with the author's, myself, role as the administrator of the Saskatoon Catholic Cyber School is the Feldman-Silverman learning style model. There's many different model styles. The model was first designed by Richard Feldman and Linda Silverman in 1988 for engineering education, but since has been applied to a wide range of disciplines, which makes the model an interesting and simple method of applying learning styles to a teaching environment. Since 2002, this learning style questionnaire has been used by myself as a method of studying the learning style of the instructions. During the inception of the cyber school, the administrator's role, my role, was the education of instructor designers in course development and online teaching. The teacher development questionnaire results were used to illustrate the variation in learning styles of the instructors. At the time, the cyber school had 6 instructors and 1 administrator, each of whom was required to complete the questionnaire, and then the results were placed upon the chart. Once the chart was completed, it was used to illustrate the differences between the staff members' learning style. This difference was then used to explain how important it is when writing a course we understand that this range will also exist between our students who are taking the course. This was a very visual exercise which hopefully explained to the instructors the need for the course to be written to accommodate as many learning styles as possible. From a personal point of view, the completion of the questionnaire explained the years of confused looks from students taught in the face-to-face environment. For 17 years, teaching my course in a strong, intuitive, visual, and global approach created some problems. The active reflective scores were fairly neutral, but he scored a 7 on intuitive, that's myself, an 11 on visual, and an 11 on global. Being so strong on the 3 of the 4 scales would explain the confusion created when teaching. In a face-to-face environment, it's very easy to identify the students who were confused by the teaching approach, and then individually assist these students after the main group had gone on to the next part of the lesson. This method of education worked well for the author, myself, for 17 years, but when moving to an online method of instruction, the eyes of the students were not readily available, making it more difficult to see the confused look of the students. By trying to include more virtual approaches, it was hoped that this would help alleviate some of the confusion.